Hello, everyone, and welcome back to This Day in History, our nightly look back at a specific day in history, where we take a look back at the events of a day, the historic context in which they took place, and the historic ramifications of those events. As always, if you have not yet, please hit the like button, the bell notification icon to be alerted anytime I post new content, and tell a friend. And without any further ado, This Day in History, June 28th. And on this day in 1969, the gay rights movement was born. I want to talk about this event because I believe it is important, and also we have come a long way as a country in this issue and still have a long way to go. On this day, members of the New York City Police Department raided the Stonewall Inn, and during the course of arresting the patrons of this establishment, the people that were being arrested began to fight back and stand up for their rights. Soon, a movement would grow out of this. And today, we have the month of June as Pride Month. But the movement was born on this day. I am not a member of the LGBTQ community, but I am an ally. I am a heterosexual, and I like people of the opposite sex. I was born biologically a male and identify as a male. Not all people have the same experience. Some people are born and attracted to people of the opposite sex. And some people are born biologically one sex and identify as another. They cannot control this any more than I can control my attraction to people of the opposite sex. And they cannot change that about them any more than I can change the fact that I am biologically a male and identify as a male. It's part of who they are. It is a part of them. And I think when we look at it in that context, we gain a greater acceptance and understanding. I want you to think back and think about when you sat down and determined what your sexual orientation was. You never did that because it is a part of who you are. You never once had to sit down and discuss it with yourself. Your body biologically told you this. And most often at a pretty fairly young age. And I can't imagine what it would be like to know this about yourself and have people tell you, oh, that's wrong. There's something hideous about this. You're evil. You're so outside the mainstream. No, you're not. You are beautiful the way you are, and you are loved and accepted for who you are. I, for one, just believe that as a basic principle now. I did not always believe that. I will admit in the past I harbored bigoted views towards people of the LGBTQ community, and I apologize for those past views. I can't change them, but I have bettered myself and my understanding of these issues. I also think that while the United States has made great strides in this area, we still have a long way to go. There are still people in America that do not believe that LGBTQ Americans deserve equal treatment under the law. There are also people that believe that it's okay to discriminate against LGBTQ Americans, and also that certain rights should be denied upon them, and that is wrong. There are still people in this country who are born gay that come out to their families that are kicked out of their homes. That happens far too often. And also, we have in this country far too often, anytime this occurs, when someone is sent to so-called conversion therapy, is still legal in some parts of the United States to send people to these fake pseudoscience camps. And that is wrong and reprehensible. But that is allowed to occur. It should be banned by the federal government. And one political party in this country actually endorses them in their political platform, and also endorses a constitutional amendment prohibiting same-sex marriage. I once held those views that gays and same-sex unions should not be allowed to occur. I believe now in marriage equality, and I'm against discrimination on the basis of gender identity in public accommodations. So, while I may not be LGBTQ myself, I stand in solidarity with you, and also I count myself as an ally in your struggle and in your fight for full acceptance. And I believe that while we've come a long way, there's still a long ways yet to go, and that one day we will all that everyone will be treated with respect. And to those of you out there who wonder why there's a Pride Day, because the day that they raided the Stonewall Inn, and for a long time thereafter, it was illegal for gay people to exist. There were laws that prohibited homosexuals from being themselves and engaging in consensual acts with other adults, or even homosexuals in general. And up until 5 years ago, as I'm recording this video, they could not enjoy the full benefits of marriage across the country. Federal benefits were denied to them because of who they loved. Up until the year 2010, they could not serve openly in the armed forces of the United States and fight and defend the flag of the United States and the country that they so loved. They were treated as second-class citizens. Up until a few days ago, as I'm recording this video in 2020, it was perfectly okay for a company to discriminate against someone because of sexual orientation. A recent Supreme Court ruling invalidated that, and gender identity. And also, it's just treat everyone with respect, treat everyone with love and compassion, and understand that not everyone has been as privileged as you are to be themselves openly and proudly. And that is something we should look upon with regret and learn and grow from. I hope you all have a wonderful day and a happy Pride Day and month. And hopefully that when Pride comes around in 2021, everyone can march together and enjoy the parades and festivities that were a part of years past. And we can do it in a safe manner. This year with the coronavirus pandemic, that is not possible, but the movement and the pride festivities have been moved to the virtual world, but we shall continue to fight. Also, hopefully next year, we have a President of the United States that once again signs a proclamation officially recognizing Pride Month, as President Barack Obama did during his administration. President Donald Trump has done neither, after telling LGBTQ Americans during his presidential campaign that they would have no bigger ally in the White House than he, when in fact he has rolled back protections that LGBTQ Americans gained during the Obama administration, and cannot even bring himself to officially recognize Pride Month or officially allow these United States embassies around the world to fly pride flags during Pride Month, especially in those countries in the world where today it is still illegal to be LGBTQ. Although it is legal now in the United States, there are many countries around the world where it is not. And there is a worldwide movement of your Western nations to work to change that. And the United States needs to be at the forefront of that. And sadly, we are not at the forefront of that. I hope you all have a great day and a pleasant tomorrow, and happy Pride.